Welcome to Survivor Stories Saturdays on Now TV. This is where survivors share their truth, raw, unfiltered, and real. Every story you hear is more than memory. It's a lesson, a warning, and a beacon of hope for those still finding their way out of the fog. The mission of the Now movement is simple: to break the silence, to expose the red flags, and to remind every survivor that healing is not only possible, it's powerful. Because when one of us speaks, others find the courage to step into freedom. This is Survivor Stories Saturdays. Stay powerful.
So, my name is Faith Valentinas D. I'm the founder of Coexistence Haven. We share domestic violence stories. This is mine. I was covertly convinced to join this person and their beliefs, and the results from it have scarred me for life. Now, the person in this story will not be mentioned, as stated before, but he did unspeakable atrocities to me that have scarred up my entire body. I have a brand here, and I have scars all running down my shoulders and back from this man's atrocities. He would tie me up, he would cut me open, he would drink my blood, all in the name of his beliefs. He would do horrid, wretched things to me, and now, as a result of all of these horrid things, I have permanent medical and psychological disabilities of the most extreme. I have cerebral hypoxia, which is lack of oxygen to the brain, so I have seizures, and we can't tell if the seizures are from CPTSD or if it's from the lack of oxygen, because they are random and happen anywhere at any time. I have tons of documentation of how he not only abused me, but still abuses me to this day, or tries to through email, because he has our son hostage as well. He used his lawyers to get custody of our child. He then forces me to pay child support while he abuses our child. Our child has a brand on his wrist, just like the brand that I have, and he's neglected the child far more times than I know what to do with. It's become a nightmare, to be honest. I don't even know how the legal system does these things. I don't know why there has been no justice. I only know of what I can see, what is going on in the world, and we're all about to... Sorry, I'm shaking now. The people that did this to me, there's more than one. He has his parents who are also at fault. They enable him to do all of these evil things, and they don't have justice done at all. He harasses me sexually. He threatens me all the time now with legal action. I can't look people in the face for too long now because I get so nervous about what they will think of me, because I was convinced that bad was good, that evil is okay, and that I am a monster somehow for trying to love just like what it says to do in the good book. Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in his sight. I didn't care I was trying to love, and from that love, created our child. But he's now using the child for evil purposes. I know my story is all over the place, and I know it's through fear and through what I know he can do that I am shaking. But I have to get this out there. This man has done horrible things to me, to my child. CPS does nothing. The courts do nothing. Lawyers have done nothing. I've posted reviews on the lawyer's website that got him custody. I called CPS 3 different times because this man left our child to drown in a bathtub. Unattended, alone. There was nobody. He was on his computer while our child was in the bathtub full of water with no one around. He's 5. And then his parents, who I will say, again, I will not say their names, enable all of this toxic behavior. They say they are loving him through his sin and everything else, but they enable him to scar up a woman who screamed bloody murder in the middle of the night, begging him to stop, begging for relief of pain, to where blood was spilling out of my body at a rate so fast that I passed out. And the only thing that I remember happening afterwards is him mopping up blood off of the floor. He had a magic circle in his room, pentagrams on the roof, which he has now painted since, because I've seen the house. I know what it looks like. I lived there for 6 years. He did all sorts of evil things, and I have witnesses who've seen his anger. I have a best friend back in Texas who has literally been to his house, has seen the pentagrams on his walls, has seen the evil things that he has done, knows my stories, knows that he has committed atrocities not to me but to other animals. He shot our dog, he shot all of our animals, and he mutilated a kitten as well. We brought home a kitten from the it was on the side of the road. I was going to introduce it to my dog. We brought it home, and he took the kitten from my shoulders, told me to leave the house, because I could not see him do it. I could not see him harm another animal. He took the kitten, and he stabbed it 37 times. I heard screams from that cat 37 different times. The evil that this man did is beyond irreparable, and there's no accountability for it at all. My child has been kidnapped. There was no due process. I was served by my own mother because I didn't want anything to do with this man. All I wanted was my son back, and he denied me and denied me and he denied me. I called CPS. I told them what happened. I made sure, and I even went to other churches as well to ask for help, to find some way to do anything. Nobody will help. Nobody will do anything. And I don't know what to do anymore. I've been fighting this battle with him for almost 2 years. The psychological abuse alone, because he let me see my child after 2 years. After 2 years, he was alive. Just barely. He speaks. He has speech impediments, I can tell. He wears a diaper. He's 5 years old and he wears a diaper still. So so something has wrecked him psychologically. I know he has ADHD. I know he has a sensory processing disorder. They refuse to get him counseling or therapy. They refuse to get him help. They refuse to give him any sort of proper curriculum for school. I wanted to homeschool him, but he's changed his curriculum 3 different times now. They don't take him to doctors or dentists unless absolutely it's 100% emergency. He let our child, who had 104 fever on camera, cry. And I told him, why aren't you taking him to the hospital? He snapped, got angry and violent, told me that's enough. That you don't get to make decisions for our child anymore. So now I have been posting my story everywhere. I have posted bits and pieces because I have been afraid to tell the whole truth about what's going on, because I don't know what to do. This man has taken everything that I love and hold dear, and he's basically holding it hostage for $117 a month. I don't know what to do anymore. I've tried everything. I've tried praying, I've tried going out, I've called people. God knows how many lawyers I've talked to. Anyone that would do anything pro bono to help me get him back. I had to move 4 states away to get medical and mental health treatment because the state of Texas would not do anything. I've been hospitalized 4 times with bladder infections, UTIs, and other health-related costs because the stress is so high from what he's done. I have a medical binder full of paperwork from hospitals because I can no longer function right. I lay in bed. My background right now is actually my bed, though it's blurred out because I live in physical and mental agony, all while at the same time praying for the safety of my child and just wanting better for him. I'm high functioning autistic, so I can do things. I can clean, I can cook, I can take care of my child, put him to bed at night, read him bedtime stories. I can, take showers. I'm high functioning. I can set doctor's appointments even. I can video chat with you. But I can't, for the life of me, function fully normally. I can't do certain things, and because of that, it feels like all of my rights were stripped from me. From my son, everything. I've had to start a whole new life all over. And at the same time, I'm constantly stressing about my son and the atrocities that were committed because I have no way of getting any help. CPS refuses to contact me back regarding the matter, even though I haven't recused myself of the situation. I've just told them that I can't talk to the perpetrator. I'm not allowed to because of the disabilities that I have. I have lawyers working constantly on the case to try and get me approved for full disability because of what he did, because of all of the medical conditions that I now have and the psychological conditions. I've been in therapy for 2 years. Back and forth, I've had to switch my therapist 5 different times because they either don't understand, try to gaslight me, or or get me to do things that I don't want to do when they don't even understand what's going on in the situation. And I have my psychiatrist trying to put me on every medication in the book to try and get my mind to go out of fight or flight, and none of them are working. In fact, they make me more angry and irritable 90% of the time than if I was just doing medical marijuana, because I live in a legal state, so we are allowed to have those things here. I live in the state of Florida. It's legal here, so I take care of myself that way too. I have been through every singular form of therapy possible to, try and see if there is something wrong with me, if I did anything wrong, or if I'm the bad person for just trying to love somebody, to give them unconditional love. And what I received in return from it is night terrors, seizures, heart problems, scars all over my body, nerve damage. This man has choked me. He's pinned me against the wall. He hurt me to such a degree and tore a chunk out of my flesh. And I probably have repeated myself a couple of times too on it, but I don't know what to do. I'm scared. I'm tired. I'm tired of fighting battles that are I don't even know if it's repairable, because I've witnessed such true evil from this man. So that is why I created Coexistence Foundation. I am sharing like-minded stories. I am working with thousands of other men, women, children, even as long as they're old enough, obviously. If you're a teen mom, if you're a regular mom, I don't care what your religious belief is. As long as it is good, as long as you are not harming others, as long as you don't believe in the narcissistic way, as long as you don't believe in evil, I will help you to the best of your ability. I will do whatever it takes to help share your story just like mine is being shared, because Coexistence Haven believes that anything is possible when you take a stance on abuse.
This has been Survivor Stories Saturdays on Now TV. Every voice we share breaks another chain and lights another path forward. If you're ready to take your next step, the NOW Healing Library is free and waiting for you at thechurchofrealtalk.com. Join us next week for another story of survival, strength, and freedom. Until then, stay powerful.